All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people, just like you and just like me. So the Eagles on their website say some interesting things about their upcoming Hotel California tour. I don't know who is writing this stuff for them, but it's kind of interesting. By the way, Don Felder has not been invited to go out and do these dates. Now, this is again from their website. It says the Eagles are launching the Hotel California tour in 2021, a major trek. Right now, remember, a major trek that will find them performing the seminal album at a handful of arenas across. So it's a major trek, but only a handful of arenas. Isn't that kind of like a contradiction? Wouldn't a major trek be a major trek? Like gig after, but it's a major trek that will only be at a handful of arenas. Okay. With the assistance of a full symphony orchestra and choir, if you want to experience these lush orchestral interpretations of classics like New Kid in Town, Life in the Fast Lane, and of course, Hotel California, then you'd better act quick. Now, it's the next paragraph that's a little weird. I mean, that first paragraph was kind of weird. Surviving members, Don Henley, Joe Walsh, and Timothy B. Schmidt will be joined by Deacon Fry, son of the late great Glenn Fry, as well as longtime Eagles touring member Vince Gill. Not like long time, the Boston foreplay long time. It's not that long time. It's kind of like a short time. I don't understand why he's being listed here as a longtime Eagles touring member. It's been what, 4 or 5 years? Anyway, don't miss your chance to see them live and in person performing one of the greatest albums of all time without Don Felder. Check the info below to learn more about cities and dates and get your hotel tickets right away. That's Hotel California tickets, not hotel tickets, although you probably have to book a hotel in order to go see the band if you're going to travel. That's typically the way it works. So again, you got dates at Madison Square Garden, TD Garden, all these really big high-profile arenas that were shut down. And it's interesting, everything was like gone. Nobody was touring, nobody was doing anything, and now we're ramping up. The first date is on August 22nd. So there's still time for all this stuff to get canceled. And you never know, folks. But the weird thing about the website is this idea of surviving members when you've got Don Felder, Randy Meisner, who was part of Hotel California, and obviously Bernie Ledden. You got Bernie Ledden, Felder, and Meisner, who are all surviving members of the Eagles. So using the term surviving members, a little bit deceptive and a little bit weird. I don't know how you write it to make it sound a little bit more cogent. You could say longtime members. You can't say original because Henley is the only original. Walsh is not original. Schmidt obviously is not. And the weird thing, too, about Deacon Fry, they'll be joined by Deacon Fry, like randomly. Here comes Deacon Fry. Okay, Deacon's been doing this for a while, just as long as Vince Gill has been in this. So they treat Vince Gill as this old-time member. I know I'm reading a lot into this stuff, but it's just bizarre. All of this, folks, is really designed for the casual fan who doesn't really know the history of the band. All they know is they turn on their radio and Hotel California starts blaring out of it. And they've got lots of disposable income, and they're thinking, hey, I want to use my disposable income, so I want to go see the Eagles in concert. And I've never seen them before. It'll be amazing. It'll be great. And it will be. I mean, Irving Azoff and Don Henley know how to run a tight ship. So I'm pretty sure the choir and the orchestra are going to be spot on amazing. They're going to present a show with lots of other musicians helping out, because that's typically what happens with the Eagles anyway. and the sound quality, I'm sure, will be good, even though all these guys are kind of long in the tooth, and Henley is starting to sound a little aged, and Joe Walsh has been sounding that way for a bit. But they'll be able to pull the stuff off, and people will go. They'll drink plenty of $14 beer, and they'll be happy, and they'll enjoy themselves. But they'll pretty much empty out their bank account. And doing that and not having Don Felder there, the guy who wrote all of the music for the song Hotel California, and not having Bernie Ledden there, even though he wasn't part of Hotel. And I know Bernie didn't want to come back. I don't know all the details as to why. He did a couple of tours with the Eagles, and then, came back and then left. And I mean, there's video out there of him smiling and happy, but now it seems like maybe there's no interest to have Bernie around. I mean, they can't just be doing Hotel. Once they get through with Hotel California, I'm sure they're going to play a smattering of their greatest hits. I mean, going to see the Eagles and not hearing like Take It Easy would be a bit of a crime, right? Peaceful, Easy Feeling. I mean, let Deacon sing some songs, by the way, because he's kind of the highlight of the show, because he looks good, he sounds good. He brings back great memories of his dad. He typically wears shirts that will remind you of Glenn, what he used to wear in the 1970s. But I don't know, surviving members, the wording, I mean, sit there for a while, grab a thesaurus, grab a dictionary, and try to come up with something maybe a little bit more accurate. But anyway, if you're going to these shows, tell me how it is. Send me a message. I want the full scoop. Of course, we got to wait a little while. And like I say, they might all get canceled anyway. So we'll have to play it by ear. All right, that's my video on the topic. I know I'm just kind of meandering today, but this is what you get sometimes from me. It's not always coherent, and I will talk to you soon.